creating a presentation with Google Slides. To begin with, we're going to open the Google Slides app. Your screen may look different than mine depending upon how many previous presentations you've created. In the lower right-hand corner, you're going to notice a circle with a plus sign in it. I'm going to tap on that to create a new presentation. You have a choice from creating using a template or doing a new presentation. I'm going to choose the new presentation. The first thing it will ask you to do is give your presentation a name. And so I would recommend, in your case, that you use the name of the person you are doing your biography on. Once you put the name in, it will automatically bring you to your first slide. A couple of things about your screen that you'll notice. First of all, this arrow will take you back to all of your presentations. This is the name of your presentation. This is how you can project it onto something else. This is your undo and redo. So if you make a mistake, you can do the undo. When you're ready to present, you use this triangle. This is how you would share. And probably the one that we're going to use the most is this plus sign because it allows us to add things to the pages. Before we get too far into this, I'm going to let you look a little bit at how we can change the way this looks. In the right-hand corner, you're going to see these three dots, which stand for more. And if I tap on them, it's going to give me more selection of things that I can do. And one of the things that you may want to do is change the theme so that it doesn't look just plain black and white. If I tap the theme, you're going to see some built-in themes show up on the screen. You can simply tap one and it will make the changes on your screen. If you decide that you don't like it, you can certainly use the three dots and do change theme again and choose a different theme. On this slide, which is often called the title slide, you would put your name of your presentation, and then down here where it says to double tap to add the subtitle, that's frequently where you put your name. So I'm going to double tap up here and I'm going to put the name of my person. And then I'm going to double tap where the subtitle is. To add a new slide, you would go down to the lower left-hand corner and there's a little slide with a plus sign there. And when you tap on that, it gives you choices for additional kinds of slides. What you need to think about is what do you want to put on the next slide, and then you choose the kind of slide that works best for what you're going to do. For example, if you wanted a slide that was entirely a picture, one big picture, you would probably choose the blank one on the bottom. However, most of the time you want some writing with it as well. And so you can choose whether it's going to be all writing or if it's going to be maybe half and half. I'm going to choose this one that says title and body. And I know that the first thing that you need to do is you need to add an introduction. Then you would simply double tap and start typing what your introduction would be. If you notice, when you tap on a text box, whether it be the title part of a text box or the body of the text box, you get a whole menu of items that appear at the top that weren't there before. If I tap outside of it, that menu disappears. If I tap on it again, it comes back. So these are kinds of formatting things I could do with my writing. So bold, italics, underline, changing the color of my writing, changing the highlighting color, then the alignment, left, center, and right. There's also alignment for up and down too. So this is going across, but these three are for going up and down. So if you want things on the bottom of the text box, the middle of the text box, or the top of the text box, you can change that here. If you need a bulleted list or a numbered list, indenting, and then these paint cans and pencil have to do with filling the square with the color and the border, and then how thick your border is. So those are changes you can make into a text box. I'm going to go down to the bottom and add another type of slide. And this time I want to do some writing, and additionally I want to do a picture. So there's a couple of them that I could choose. I could do this one column of text, or I could do the title and two columns. And I'm going to choose this title and two columns so you can see what that would look like. So I may want writing on this side and I may want writing on this side. Or I may decide that I really want a picture over here. It's perfectly okay to select a box, and when you do select that box, you're going to notice that a menu appears and you have some choices there. In this case, I actually want to delete this. I want this box to go away so that I can add a picture. Now, adding a picture, remember that we have this plus sign up here, and anything we want to add comes up here underneath that plus sign. So I could add a comment, I could add more text, an image, a shape, a line, a table, or a link. If you choose image, it's going to give you two choices. You can take a picture from your photos if you already have a saved picture, or you can do from your camera and you can actually take a picture. Now, I'm going to choose from photos because I have some pictures saved in my photos that I was going to use for this. I'm going to tap on it and it's going to show up. Now notice that it has handles around it, and there's a couple of different things I can do here. First of all, I can drag this around to get it in a different spot. I can pull on a handle to resize it, make it bigger or smaller. And then also this menu appeared at the top as well. So this is my border and how thick the border is if I needed to crop the picture or if I want to change it out for a different picture. I want to quickly remind you that if you are looking for pictures for your presentation and you perhaps went out to Google to search for your person, right underneath the Google search bar you're going to see some colors, and if you scroll over to the right there's this labeled for reuse, and when you turn that on it gives you pictures that you are free to use copyright wise. That's a good idea to use. If you find a picture that you like, you can tap on it so it gets larger. Hold your finger down until you see the save image, and then when you tap that, that's going to go into your photos. Now, if it doesn't work right away, try again, because sometimes it takes a couple of tries to get that save image to pop up. So just to quickly review, once you've started your presentation, you add new slides by using the lower left-hand corner and choosing your kind of slide. To add pictures or other items, you use the plus sign up in the upper right-hand corner to add additional text, images, and that kind of thing. When you're ready and you think you're done and you want to see what your presentation is going to look like, you use this triangle up here on the top. When you press it, now on mine, I don't have a choice, but yours can say present to this device. I have to choose external display on mine. Then you simply just swipe across to go to the next slide and the next slide so you can see what they look like.